Welcome to another weekly episode of Something New Live, The Why. Thank you for joining us. I'm very excited to have my co-host from the backside over here, Scotty Mac, is in the house today. Scott, show everyone how you were going to do the show today. But we decided no. Yeah, he wanted to stay like
the entire
time. I suggested against it because I thought that that's a little bit strange. And I also thought that he would get a headache and then he'd complain to Meg and his poor wife, Meg, would have to deal with him. So I didn't.
Can I interject here that calling me the co-host when I basically just do nothing other than stand here and look adorable. I do nothing. Like you're running the show. Whatever's below a co-host, that's what I am.
You're one notch below.
I'm like Ed McMahon. I'm like your sidekick.
Scott, hi, LinkedIn user who I can't see who you are. I'm so sorry. Hi, welcome. So I lift others. That's what I do. I lift others. So I want you to just be my co-host, So just try to fill the role, okay? All right. As the CEO and founder of Something New, just step up your game. So every week we spotlight a little bit we talk about why Something New is so incredible of a place to work and a company to work with. And that's a consistent message that we have. But we have somebody really special today that we're spotlighting. And I'm going to bring him in now. His name is, what's his name again? Greg Brisco.
It's just Greg.
It's just Greg.
Yeah, it's just Greg.
He's like Prince. He decided before he came in. So let me just give you a little background as to what's going on at my house. You guys know I've had this problem with a leaky pipe somewhere. They can't find it. I want you to know that right now, because this is the perfect time, both the plumber and the handyman partner are going in and out of my house, both up to the master bedroom and down to the pantry where the leak is now. There's some sort of toilet issue, I don't know. And that's happening right now during our live. So if you hear things in the background of them, kind of cutting through the ceiling and what they're doing to fix this obviously big problem, I just wanted to let you know that's what it is. So
perfect.
That's my little teeing up what's going on today.
I fully expect someone to come through that ceiling in a few moments. Here's
the thing. Here's what I'm worried about. I'm actually worried about falling through the floor. You know how they do, and do you remember the movie Breakfast Club? When it falls through the floor, I feel like I'm going to fall and say oh, shit. No, he does that. So, hi, Carl Sean Watkins. It is so nice to see you. We have lots of visitors today. Hello. We have Melody, who is a solid, consistent visitor of ours. Hi from Massachusetts, Melody. You're wonderful. And whoever that LinkedIn user was before. So Greg, let's start off today, if you wouldn't mind, telling us a little bit about how Something New came into your life.
Yeah. So actually, it's very interesting. So, goodness, it's been about a decade ago, maybe not quite that long, but a very, very long time ago. I met Scott MacGregor, and he'll tell you. I tell people this story all the time. I don't think that we liked each other very much. And it's not that we didn't like each other, but Scott, anyone that knows Scott knows that he's brutally honest, which I fully, totally, 100% respect and appreciate. So back in the early days of LinkedIn, I didn't have a picture on LinkedIn. I didn't have my profile really wrote on LinkedIn. And I told him that I'm not a big social media guy. I don't need that. And he literally told me, "You're an idiot."
I think there was even a curse word in there.
There was, but to your show, I'll leave it out. He's like, "Yeah, you're an idiot." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't know me. What do you mean I'm an idiot?" And he proceeded to explain why I was an idiot. And I didn't at first I didn't listen. But when I really let that marinate and understood how he was telling me if I could leverage the platform appropriately, I literally had to humble myself and go back and say, "I'm an idiot. You're right." And so from that moment forward, I've had all the utmost respect because I really try to keep people around me who will tell me the truth, whether I like it, whether I don't like it, because it's what I need. And that was my introduction to Scott and Something New. Fortunately, I had the opportunity to hire Something New in my previous role, or one of my previous roles as a recruiting firm, which was phenomenal. And then I had the ability to hire Something New on the career ideas side, on the advisory side earlier this year, which was phenomenal. So part of it, I'm like, I've spent a lot of money with Scott. I need to get some of my money back. So maybe I should go work for him. And here I am. So,
awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Scott, what is when you called Greg a bleeping idiot, what was that? What was your impression of Greg when that was going on?
I loved Greg from the first conversation we had, but he was a sales leader trying to grow his sales team, and he tapped us to help him with that. And I think part of helping is being brutally honest and transparent, which is what I was trying to do. So whether you're a paying client or whether you're just a friend, I think people can expect brutal honesty and clear. I don't know what the saying is. I think it's clear is kind or something like that. I'm not a big beat around the bush kind of a guy because I know myself, like I need to be hit in the head with a sledgehammer in order to get stuff. Right. So I appreciate it when people are super direct. So, but no, I loved, I knew Greg was super bright and I knew he had a big heart from like day one. Mm-hmm. So I was all in on the Brisco fan, on the bandwagon. And obviously, incredibly blessed that he decided to join our organization not too long ago.
So, Greg, what is it what's your position at Something New? What do you do like on a daily basis? Sort of what's your why at work?
Yeah, so I'm vice president of recruiting. I am always looking for CEOs, founders, sales leaders who are looking to truly grow their organization, right? We have a niche in sales leadership. I'm always reaching out to people who understand that there are salespeople, but then there's the top 1%. Like there are people who are definitely blessed. They're highly intelligent, but they understand sales as a profession and they are a professional. So if that's how you want to grow your organization and you're understanding that you want to invest in people and you want good people, because regardless of how smart you are, how smart your business is, or how great your business plan is, without the people behind it, you're not going to take it to the next level. You're always going to suffer. So for organizations and sales leaders and founders and CEOs that understand and subscribe to that, like those are the people that I'm trying to have conversations with and connect with literally on a daily basis.
Right. Wait, I'm on a live podcast right now. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm like,
this is where you need a co-host to jump in.
Hold on one.
Sherry, thank you for joining us.
In case you thought this really wasn't live, this is definitely live.
So Greg, I'm gonna take over here. So anytime you start something new, pardon the pun, there's always surprises. So you anticipate joining this organization, and then the reality of the organization sometimes is like, wow, I didn't expect that. What was that for you in joining something new? What was maybe a surprise? And it could be good or bad. I think it's even better if it's bad because that makes for like better TV.
So I can do you one better, and I can do both. I'll give you a good and a bad.
There we go. Love it.
The bad, or I don't even say bad, but the surprise is how few people actually understand recruiting. Myself included, even though I'd been a sales leader for 15 years and hired multiple recruiters, no offense, multiple recruiters, like I didn't understand how recruiting actually works. And it's surprising to me how many people just think that the job of recruiters is to find people jobs. And that's a component of what we do, but that's not how recruiting works. Just how broken the industry as a whole is, like totally shocking to me. Yeah. On the good side, this is actually something that Kathy literally yesterday in our call, she spoke on, and she said, I think we become desensitized to all of the good things that we do because there's so much going on and there are so many amazing things that are happening. And so I knew Something New was great. I knew everyone who worked here. I knew that they were all fantastic, but I did not know to the extent. I did not know to the levels. I had no idea just the amount of positivity that we're spreading. I didn't know how much people genuinely love us, love the brand, love the people. I didn't realize to the extent. So both of those were definitely surprising to me.
Thank you for covering during my
life. I jumped right in.
I didn't fall through the floor, so that was good. But
I've got your back, Annie.
He's like humming and like singing. So if you just, so anyway, so Greg, thank you for that explanation, which I did hear when I ran downstairs. What is your personal why? Like, what is your sort of why when it comes to Greg Brisco as a human being?
Yeah, so very good question. For me, 100% about family. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings. My mother and father lived in Lubbock, Texas. It's where I was born. It's where I was raised. It's where I went to school at. Shameless plug, Texas Tech University. But we were the only one. Like, we didn't have any extended family in the area. Our closest extended family was like 600 miles away. So it was literally just us. And my parents instilled family over everything. Not a play on people over everything, but literally family over everything. Like, we stuck together. We 100% looked out for each other. Like, we had no choice. Like, there was no safety net. There was no anything else. So like, that has literally been instilled in me from birth. And to this day, like, literally all of my siblings, my mom, like, we're all very early risers. Annie, you know this. Like, we're up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I promise you by 6 a.m., we've probably talked to each other. We've probably texted each other. We may have gotten into an argument. I mean, who knows? But it's still the same way, right? I'm 39 years old. So at least for 39 years of my life, and I know my oldest brother is 54. So yeah, it's always been like that. It's 100% about family.
That is so special. And that's probably why, just to give you some accolades here, Greg, I must say that out of everybody, and I love every single person on the team, like, you so went out of your way when I started, and even right before I started. I mean, you're the reason that I ended up talking to Scott. Like, just bring me in and be so warm and welcoming to me, and like called me on the side and was like, listen, if you have any questions, please never hesitate to ask. And you've always been so incredibly authentic and real and genuine, and I appreciate that in you so much. So I wanted you to know that.
I appreciate that. And so that's something else. Like, one thing that my mother has instilled in every one of us is that it doesn't take blood to be family, right? And so I absolutely feel that way about everyone at Something New. And I absolutely feel reciprocated that by everyone at Something New. Like, when we say people over everything, like, it's not just a tagline. Like, it's not just a moniker. Like, people genuinely embody that. Like, people express it daily. Like, we literally have calls and say, we love you. Like, it is absolutely family, regardless of, what the blood is. So, yeah. I
completely agree. Scott, do you have anything to add about Mr. GB Sleeves? I have to tell everyone. We have morning meetings every day, and Greg rarely comes with sleeves, and I happen to name him Sleeves McGee. So I'm actually really shocked right now because he has sleeves on, and like, I can't see the guns.
I mean, I'm trying to show them off, but
the guns are blazing every morning. 9:30 Eastern time. So yeah,
it all has something to do with the fact that I'm in Houston, and like I said, it was 92 degrees yesterday. So
I don't think it has to do with that.
Yeah, that has nothing. I'm not even 100% sure he even lives in Houston. He might not be in Houston. I don't know.
Sleeves McGee is in the house like daily. I don't know what happens on the weekends, but I know he's in there. So I have a couple people. Oh wait, I was going to let Scott talk. Sorry, I have a couple people that want to say hi to. But we'll wait for a second.
Hello to Scott Garber, by the way.
Yes, Scotty Garber, what's up? And Jeremy Torres is here too. Sherry is always mentioning. She's just such a person. Love it. Family first and health. Took me a long time to learn that. Absolutely, family. That's so true. Friends that are family. She said that she's learning so much following us. So that's amazing. And Jeremy, hi, what's up? I love him. And I just love when people pop in and say hello. And it's just really nice to have sort of friends that are like family.
Agreed.
So we have one more person that is here to join us to give Greg some pats on the back.
Exciting.
Love to bring her in. Ali Fischer, what's up?
Hey, Ali.
Hi guys. Hi. The double hand wave.
I don't know where she is, depending what house she's at, depending on the background. So it's like, oh, there we are. Gotcha. So Ali, do you have a couple words for Greg before we boot him off the show so we can talk about labs?
Yeah, I love what Scott said. He's kind and direct. It's a really good explanation, I think, of who Greg is. You know, you can always trust that he's going to tell you the truth, which is really important to me. I don't like a yes man either. And, but he's always kind and compassionate in his delivery. And like you, Annie, I think Greg for me was so welcoming when I joined the team, and it just made me feel like I belonged from the very beginning. And I think I incessantly thank him for that, and I will continue to do so. Your mom raised you well with the family thing, for sure.
Yes.
I appreciate that. And so for me, I guess in my closing, like, one thing that I do very well is I identify good people, like call it a sixth sense. So it wasn't that I made you feel like you belong, like you do belong. So it's really not me, it's you. And same with you, Annie, and same with everyone on the team. Like, you're here because you absolutely belong. I acknowledge it, like I see it, I identify it. So it's really, I mean, I appreciate all the accolades and all the compliments, but it's not me, it's really you. So thank you though.
Jason Leibowitz says hello.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, Jason.
Scott Garber is loving the show, which is always important to our fans. We have our little fan club. But yeah, I'm just confused about one thing, Greg. Why is the exercise equipment not behind you?
He changed his position. He's got the whiteboard behind him. That's right there.
Still here.
I look at every
famous whiteboard behind him.
So the key was I was trying to look smart.
I was going to say, he looks smart.
Greg, and then there's workout Greg. Okay.
It's the other way when there are no sleeves. When there's sleeves,
I'm waiting for him to be like, and then just have the workout equipment behind him.
You got it.
All right, boys. So here's the deal. You get off easy, Scott, you and your adorable haircut. Greg, it wasn't so bad, was it?
Hang on, one plug.
Oh, yes. Shameless plug, go.
So Standing O Salute came out on Veterans Day. It's 42 chapters written by somebody from every branch of our military, including Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Green Berets, Medal of Honor recipients, generals, just amazing people. All the proceeds go to the Special Operations Warrior Foundation. So if you could go to Amazon, pick up a copy of Standing O Salute, you'll be helping a great organization, and you'll be inspired by life lessons that they've learned and the gratitude that they have for the people that taught them those lessons. So that is my closing remark. And thank you, everybody who's already purchased. And don't forget, leave a review. Thanks.
Scotty Mac, thanks for being such a great co-host. I appreciate it. Always, always amazing. We will check you later. I'm removing you from the stream. Goodbye. Greg, loved having you. You're the man. You know we think that. And it's Allie's and my show now, so I'm booting you.
Got it. Pleasure.
Bye. Peace. Love ya. And we're back for another episode of Something New Labs with the ladies. Yes. Oh, I forgot to give some. There was a couple LinkedIn users. You're awesome, Greg. It really stinks that I can't see who's writing, but thank you for writing in if you did and said hello to Greg and talked to Scott.
I wonder if it's because you're not connected with them. Do you think that's
What's that?
I wonder if it's because you're not connected with them.
Everybody. It's like some sort of glitch where when people write in it's StreamYard, it's like it doesn't align.
Oh, weird.
I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's because I'm not connected to them, but I feel like it's always been a connection. Whatever the case may be.
Drop your name in the. If you're the LinkedIn user, drop your name in the thing so we can connect with you.
Greg, get off Greg Brisco. I wanted him to see Bree's comment. Loved hearing you. Yeah, he's such a special dude. He's such a special guy. I loved having him. It's been so fun spotlighting everybody. I believe somebody we know might be coming up soon. I think that might be you.
Me?
Yeah. Did we do you yet? We did you.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's me. I'm spotlighting myself.
You're like, I think there's somebody, and it's me.
Yeah, you're like, and it's me. So we will be spotlighting me. Oh, they're set in private mode. Oh, I forgot to pick up Mike's comment, which is such a
interesting. If you're on private mode and you're in a live, you can't be seen.
You can't be seen. You're private.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you, Michael, for that amazing comment. I need to show that to Greg later. I'm sorry I missed it. I get a little overwhelmed with comments, so I apologize. So we have something exciting that just came out. We just launched it today, actually.
Yeah, just like less than an hour ago. You posted
I know.
It, right?
I was like hustling to get this out. And, it is are we calling it a webinar? It's a webinar, but it's more like an intro talk. We're having a talk.
Yeah. Maybe webinar is too stuffy. I don't know. We got to come up with like a really good name.
We're a little more relaxed when it comes to this.
I'm not sure it's like a true workshop. Maybe the second iteration will be like an actual workshop.
Right. So for the first one, we're doing an intro talk where people will register. It's going to be exclusive. So there's only going to be, I think, 25 people total, but it's going to be an intro talk discussing SomethingNew Labs, what it is we do, why we're doing it. Steve Noodleberg will be showing up to talk for a few minutes about
guest appearance.
Guest appearance, and why retention is so important. Yep. And we're going to be talking about our audit. You, my dear, will be talking about our fabulous talent strategy audit.
Yep.
And I don't know, do you want to talk for a couple minutes about why you think this webinar will be important for CEOs and business decision makers?
Yeah, so we have private conversations with people all the time. We have these sorts of conversations on LinkedIn, but this will be the first time that we have this sort of closed group exclusive where we hope that like-minded people that really do understand the value of talent and talent strategy and how it can completely transform your business can join together and share their ideas. So we don't plan, I think for the first maybe 30 minutes, not even, we'll be talking. But the plan is for it to be an interactive session. Yeah. As we grow, the program is going to grow. I'm really, and I think we're all really impressed by the modules that we have and the plan and the successes that we've had with labs. But as we get feedback, the plan continues to grow and evolve as well. So, we love having these sorts of conversations with people, and this platform, this environment is just the next step for us. So
I think you said it best when you said like-minded people that understand or want to understand more about what people over everything really means and how it can affect your business, bottom line, company culture, that sort of thing. Because we say it a lot, but it's like, what does that really mean? And this is a talk over a span of like an hour or a little bit more if we need to, that is going to be a Q&A at the end about the talent strategy audit and how all this stuff affects your company.
Yeah, and hopefully people will walk away a little bit smarter, asking themselves some questions about their own strategy, their own company, their own leadership team, maybe some system failures that they haven't addressed, and say, okay, it's time for us to change. It's time for us to actually do something, because we've said it before, you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes it takes a person, a friend, a company like us to shed the light on that. And that's really what the audit is. The audit is a way to say, that you think that you have the processes in place, but we're going to ask you some really specific questions, and we can guarantee you that maybe you have 10% of those things, if that.
Right.
But the other 90 are not going to be in existence the way that they need to be in order for you to really be successful.
Right. And here's the best part about it. I think it's called simplified people's processes. That's what we're called.
Yeah, I love it.
Talk. And I think that that's so important to kind of, hone in on the fact that it takes all of these different things and narrows them down into simplified processes that we can implement at your company, show you how to, in order to help your company be more successful. Have, again, people over everything and sort of improve the company culture and sort of make it great. And I think that that's the most important thing to hone in on, is just that sort of simplified way of doing things.
There's nothing that we teach. It's not like going back to school and learning algebra,
right? Or exactly,
or economics, or
people don't need to be intimidated by that. It's definitely not.
No, there are things to follow. You have to put in the work, but it's all broken down for you. There's like 60, like we said, about 60 modules in 3 different buckets, those 3 different pillars: the talent acquisition, onboarding, and retention. And we have everything really neatly compartmentalized in a way that's easy to digest and absorb, and then implement, and then pass along. to ensure that the rest of your team is also on the same page. It's not a one-man band. You can't just have like your head of HR or your CEO be on board with it and have it be successful. It needs to be a real team effort. Everybody that's interviewing people, everybody that's touching the process, everybody that has anything to do with people, which is largely everyone in your company, needs to have some understanding of this process. And we set it up. We've got handouts and toolkits and checklists. And I mean, you leave the program with everything that you possibly need. And we are there every step of the way for a year. I mean, there's no other company that I'm aware of that offers sort of the level of service that we provide with this, with our labs program.
Talk more, Ali, just while we have a few minutes left, talk more about that. Sort of, I would love for you to sort of tell the audience about how we are with them. What does that mean that we're with them for a year?
So it's a one-on-one coaching program. There's it's really high touch. There's no pre-taped videos. It's not like you're sitting at your desk watching someone speak at you. There's no group sessions. It's someone really sitting and understanding where your process is today, where you need the most help, and learning the steps and strategies that we've spent a lot of time putting together on your behalf. So we meet with you one-on-one. We figure out who those stakeholders are at your company, and we're with you more intensively for maybe 4 months. But the order can shift. So if you're in hiring mode, we'll do the talent acquisition piece first. But if you just hired a bunch of employees and now you've hired us, then maybe you're moving into the onboarding stage, and we'll do onboarding and then come back to the talent acquisition later. But we're with you for pretty intensively for about 4 months, making sure that we've covered all of those modules. And then it's a matter of enforcing what we've taught you. And as you implement new employees and you hire new employees and you have new job descriptions and you're going through maybe the termination process with someone, or you have to release a social media announcement for somebody, but you don't quite know what to do because we've gone over it, but you haven't implemented it yet. That's the time that you pull us back in and ask questions, share ideas, and we're there for the balance of the year. So it's a 12-month, all-inclusive advisory service. It's really unheard of. And then you have the option to have us stay on for year 2, because you are not going to be the same, let's say 3 months in, 9 months in, and definitely not in year 2. The expectation is, you're going to be growing significantly in year 1. And then year 2, you're going to be skyrocketing. So you're going to be at different stages of your growth as we stay with you. And then of course, definitely into year 2. So we want to be there to grow with you and help to make sure that as you have turnover, I mean, things are going to change. We're there to help you with your retention, but we understand that you're going to have new people come in, and those people have to also learn. So we're going to give you the tools so that you can teach people internally, but we're there to help onboard those people as well with the new process.
Absolutely. And put the simplified people processes talk that we're having. I have to decide what I'm calling it, whether I'm calling it a talk or a workshop.
I know. We have to come up with something really creative.
The event that we're having is really going to frame this for you. If you'd like to find out more, it's hard to sort of explain everything in a quick webinar, but I mean, in a quick live today, but it really sort of frames it again, really simplifies everything for you and gets your processes and procedures in place, putting your people first. There's a lot. Simplified people processes is not something easy to say over and over. If you say that over and over, it's like, what are those things called? When you like people peppers?
Pick a pickle. I don't even know what that tongue twister is. I can't say it.
Simplified people processes is not easy to say over and over, but it will definitely be fun. It's on December 9th, actually at noon.
At 12 o'clock, right?
At 12 o'clock Eastern Standard. I put something on my page to register. We will be promoting this over the next couple weeks.
Totally free, but you do have to register.
totally complimentary on us.
Yep.
Give you some great information in a Q&A session about what the heck is people over everything, and talking about labs and what Ali and I do every day. And it's going to be.
We don't want you to feel alone. I mean, we say it a lot that we meet with CEOs, and for the most part, they don't have the processes in place.
Right.
99% of the time.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Right. But if you can sit in a event, a workshop, whatever, with a bunch of other people like you, that might be at a similar stage of growth as you are, and they're also saying shit, like I'm not quite sure that I'm where I need to be either. Everybody, whether you're going through personal struggles, relationship struggles at work, people like to feel that they're not alone in the challenges that they're facing. And whether you're a small business that's maybe got some antiquated systems that really need to be fixed and that should have been fixed quite some time ago, or whether you're new to the process, you're not alone in not knowing where to begin. So you have to rip off the Band-Aid and start somewhere.
Yeah.
You just have to. You can't wait. The longer you wait, you're going to be playing damage control.
Yeah.
So
and we want to do that. So we want to get you early.
We want to get you there. Yeah.
So we'll continue to talk about this in our weeks to follow.
It's gonna be like 4 weeks and counting.
Yeah.
So I know. Lots of time to talk more
about what's going to be there, get psyched, who's going to be talking and what we're going to be doing, and then how we're going to have our Q&A and everything. So thank you for joining us today. Ali, do you have anything to add about, I noticed that you added the talent strategy audit to your signature in your email. I love that.
I did. I can't take credit. Somebody on the team suggested that. So I was like, hell yeah, that's a great idea.
I did it too. I took it right out of your signature. So if anyone get an email from Ali, they will see the talent strategy audit, which takes 5 minutes to take, and is really an introspective. I believe one of our contacts said that it was like getting on the scale after a long time of not getting on the scale, seeing the number. Not
That's a good analogy.
Sometimes quite revealing. So it's okay. We're here to help. The answer is here.
Yes.
So I don't know if you were on before, but just to wrap up, I will tell everyone that's been watching that I have a plumber and a handyman here, and I feel like I'm going to fall through the floor.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that. I saw you step away when I was I was in the waiting room.
Came up humming,
whatever.
Like banging on the door with a hammer. So I'm like, oh my God, of all times.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, good. So that's where we are today. But we're going to wrap this up. So this was an awesome live. It's kind of just talking with you and explaining about what we have going on. Psyched about December 9th and our event, our free event. And look forward to talking to you and seeing you more.
Yes, definitely.
All right, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Bye. Thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.